Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm going to be doing my makeup and maybe even a quick little hair tutorial as well. Just because I want to get ready, and I feel like for our mental sanity right now, if you are someone who likes doing their makeup, likes doing their hair, getting dressed, and like looking cute, then this is like the time that we really need to make sure we're doing that for ourselves, because we're all cooped up at home and I just wanted to get ready. So if you want to get ready with me, please do. I think that would be so much fun if you sat down at your vanity or wherever you do your makeup and you got ready with me. So let's get ready, and we might just be staying at home, but do this for you. You should always be like looking your best for you. And so this is really highlighting that, I feel like. So let's get on with this video. But before we do, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every single week on beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have a few new products that I'm going to be using today, I believe, if I can find them. And just want to share them with you. I'm going to chit chat a little bit about, what I've been doing lately, because we've all been, cooped up at home now for at least a week. At least I have been. I think I'm on day 7. So I'm going to just put on some of this primer. This is a new primer, Serum from Wet n Wild, and it's a hydrating primer. I really like this so far. It like helps things last, but then it also makes my skin nice and hydrated. So this is what it looks like. It's a little bottle like this, and it is their Prime Focus Primer Serum. And it does have, like, if you look at the bottle, it has like little tiny gold reflects or shimmers. Why? There's like little bugs flying around. And so yeah, anyway, I really like this. And I have been in love still with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy foundation. This is a newer version of their original Photo Focus. I actually have a video where I compare the two. And lately, like for my friend's wedding a couple weeks ago, I even mixed the two together because I wanted it to be like almost like a satin finish instead of dewy or matte. It's really beautiful if you mix the two together as well. I have mine in the shade Buff Bisque, and this is like the perfect shade for me right now. It's not too yellow, it's not too cool, it's like right in the middle, and I think this is a neutral shade. Light medium neutral is the shade, and it works perfectly when I'm self-tan and when I'm not. So I'm just using a sponge from Amazon. This comes in a pack of like, I want to say 5 maybe, for like around $10. So these are awesome. I will link these as well with everything else for you guys through my blog post. If you're ever wondering things in my videos that you want to link for, everything is always linked in a corresponding blog post that I'll have like in the description box down below. So I'll have a link and I'll say like, click here for links to all these products. And it's a blog post that I made, and so everything will be linked in one place for you. So it's like super easy. If you're ever looking for anything, go to my site, emilyfreybler.com, and it'll be linked in some blog post for you guys. I'm just going to do this, get a tiny bit more coverage. My face kind of freaked out there after just not eating as good. So I'm back at eating healthy, so it's starting to get better, but it really affects my skin when I don't eat lots of fruits and veggies. And I can't stop using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. As you can see, it's like almost gone basically. And I use this in Light Sand, which I just love this concealer so much. It is such good coverage. It's hydrating, obviously in the name, and I love it. So I put this all on all the areas that I want to highlight. Today I'm going a little bit heavier handed. If I want more of a natural look, I don't use this much, but today I just kind of want to feel glam, because I've been in the house for almost 7 days now. I did go to the store with Caleb on Friday, and we stocked up on groceries, because before we couldn't find much meat, which is fine. I could basically go vegetarian if I wanted to, but there are just a few things that we needed. So stocked up on fruits and veggies, stocked up and get some stuff like ground turkey, ground beef, so we can make like lasagna and different stuff like that. Chili. But other than that, we have not left the house. And I'm sure that's like along with everyone here that's watching, unless you guys are in a country that isn't under lockdown or you are working still and like have to go to work. I know a lot of my friends and family are in the healthcare field and they still have to go to work. My heart goes out to all you guys still working, because I feel like it's a very scary time and you don't have much under your control, you know? So this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, my ultimate favorite right now. Like, I love this stuff so much, you guys. You can set with a sponge if you want, but like lately my face hasn't been as oily, so I just set with a brush because I don't need as much powder. So this is the e.l.f. pointed powder brush. But yeah, it's just crazy. I've never in my lifetime thought we would be like under quarantine like this. And you know, it could last for a really, really long time. But I'm just thankful I have Caleb that, you know, is here with me. And I honestly love having him here because, you know, I always work from home and it's just kind of nice to have someone else with me. It's kind of like we're in college again because we were always together and always like working on projects in the same room and stuff. So I feel like we're in college again. It's really funny. So college pretty much prepared us for this quarantine. It's really, really funny, honestly. Not funny that we're quarantined, but you know, that it feels very normal to have him like with me almost all the time. So, and I'm also really thankful I have Luna Bug because she just, you know, brightens the mood, gets me outside, like all that stuff. So if you guys are wanting some like things to do, tips of things to do, some workouts, some like tips and tricks of how to stay sane while working from home, because I've been doing it now for 2 years. So I wrote a blog post and I also have a video kind of where I talk about it. And I wrote a blog post about all those tips and tricks of like how to stay sane while you're working from home, be productive, and then also things to do like our favorite games, our favorite funny shows, and our favorite stand-up comedians, as well as a good playlist that another blogger shared, Courtney Shields. She shared a good mood boosting playlist, stuff like that. So go check that out. I'll link it down below. But I just picked up this Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder palette in the shade Better Than Vacation Tan. First of all, it has this amazing mirror, and I've been loving it. I've just been mixing these two together. And this is one of my favorite bronzer brushes for years now. This is Morphe M527. It's a natural haired bristle, and it just like effortlessly diffuses the product and bronzes the skin. I honestly kind of forgot about this brush there for a while, but I started using it again, and it's just beautiful, you guys. So I'm assuming they still have this around, and you could probably get it at Ulta now since Morphe products are at Ulta. But like, look how beautiful that is. Just gives a little dimension to the skin. And it's nice too because it has like all different colors. And I have used this for my eyes too, like eyeshadow, and it works really well. Is going on here. We've been playing lots of games. Kayla's been playing lots of PlayStation, and we've just been kind of keeping busy. Honestly, it's kind of sad, but this was almost like our life in Mississippi. We didn't have really any friends there, so we would like go out to stores and do stuff together, but like we honestly occupied ourselves a lot with just each other and FaceTimed people a lot and stuff like that. And that's what we're doing now in the midst of everything. So FaceTime people. I FaceTimed my friend Ellen last night. It was so good. Such a good distraction. We had a happy hour with my extended family last Friday. And that was amazing as well because everybody was talking. It was like we were all together, and it's good. But I feel like it's harder for people who don't live away from people right now. Like, I've lived away from my family now for 2 years, and so it's not as weird for me. It's obviously weird not to see friends and stuff, but like Caleb and I had moved around a lot, so we didn't always have a lot of friends. It's just a strange time. So I hope you guys are keeping your spirits high. You're going outside, you're exercising, you're getting those endorphins. This is a new contour palette that I found as well from Essence. It's their Contouring Duo palette in the shade 10 Lighter Skin. And so I get like the teeniest, tiniest bit of this and just like contour my nose. I know it looks pretty dark right now, but this is the best I've ever been able to contour my nose. these shades just look amazing. I love it. So I'm just going to take a side of the Beauty Blender Beauty Sponge that's doesn't have as much product on it. I'm just going to pounce it out a little bit. I'm going to just take 2 of these with a small brush. This is, again, a Morphe brush. I've been into these again. The M504. I'm just going to lightly go into the crease. I love taking the bronzer shade that I always use and using it for eyeshadow. It just like really ties everything together. So just going to blend this out. I feel like it's a signal to society that we all need to slow down a little bit. Like, I've seen all this stuff online where people are talking about all this stuff they're doing when they're quarantined and blah, blah, blah. And then there's all these other people, which I also agree with, that it's kind of like, why are we putting this pressure on people to organize all this stuff and do all this stuff while they're quarantined? Like, can't we just learn as a society to relax our minds and just like take a deep breath and relax a little bit? People have forgotten how to relax. And I'm not saying you can't hustle and follow your dreams and do all that stuff. Like, I'm doing that and I've done that and all that kind of stuff. But it's also like people need to learn how to relax and take care of their mental health as well. So I think that's also like a lesson that's happening right now, which I think could be a good side effect of all of this. I'm not saying I wanted any of this to happen, obviously, but like it could be a good side effect. And, you know, I think it's always good to try and be looking for the good in each situation. So that's kind of what I'm choosing to look at it as. Obviously, I'm still working, Caleb's still working. And I want to be somewhat of a distraction for you guys as well. So I will still be putting content out for you guys. This is the Anastasia Powder Brow Duo. I've been loving just using this to fill in my brows. It's so easy. I just use this Real Techniques angle brush and just fill those brows in. I'm going to take a little bit more of like these just on a blending brush and lightly go into the crease. I don't like this brush. Into the crease just to add a little bit more like cool tones and dimension here. Okay, blush. I'm going to use Milani Luminoso, one of my favorites, of course. And the Morphe, I think it's the E3 blush brush. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. You just only need a tiny bit. I'm going to take a little bit and put it in the inner corner of the eye, as well as the brow bone. Also, how are you adjusting to your significant other working from home if they are? Because I feel like for some people, that could be really hard. Luckily, we now have a 2-bedroom apartment. If we were still in a 1-bedroom like we were last time we lived in South Carolina, I think Caleb and I would be going a little bit crazy just because he's like on a conference call right now, but I'm in the other room, and so it's not a big deal. But otherwise, it would be a little bit tight. I'm using the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in 03 Nude. Curl these lashes. And then use the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer on my lashes. It's been nice, like I said, having Caleb home. He actually has been liking working from home. He's brought back both of his monitors, and like on St. Patrick's Day last Tuesday, he was so funny. He was playing Irish music the whole day and wearing a big green hat and like just the funniest. And he's loving the fact that he doesn't have to wear dress clothes every day, which I don't blame him. It's just kind of an interesting thing, and I feel like he might be not too happy going back to work just for the fact that it's a little bit more flexible. Not that his job isn't flexible now, but like it's even more flexible now. Like as long as he gets his stuff done, it's not a big deal. And he still has conference calls and stuff, but like it's not as big of a deal, you know? Okay, now I'm going to use the Maybelline Matte Lipstick in Nude Embrace. And then for lip gloss, I'm going to use the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper in Champagne. I love this lip gloss. This combination is just gorgeous. And now I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. So get the green one because I ended up getting the Lash Princess Volume Mascara, this orange one, and it's not as good, you guys. Like this one is called the False Lash Effect Mascara, and it is way better than the other one. Okay, so makeup is all done. And now for the hair. So I'm all out of dry shampoo. And I was just on Instagram stories and I'm like, oh, mine doesn't come until Friday. I'll probably have to wash my hair more because like I don't want greasy hair all the time, you know, even though I am home. And I just feel weird wearing a hat when I'm home. Does that make sense? So I just remembered that I used to use cornstarch in my hair when I was in a pinch if I didn't have any dry shampoo. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to take some in my hands. Oops, I got some on my head. And just go through the greasy parts of my hair. I'm dropping stuff all over my shirt. Oops. My hair isn't that greasy because I just washed it a couple days ago, but still. So this is the curling iron I use. It's from Amazon and I love it. It's a 1 inch. I will obviously link it in the blog post. And I'm just going to put some really quick curls through my hair. I don't do anything too special. I'm literally just going to curl my hair and then kind of brush them out and stuff. So it's more like waves. So it's all heated up nice and quick there. I'm going to take a decent chunk of hair, like nothing too small, nothing too big. And just clamp in the middle, twist, and leave out just a little bit of the ends. I don't leave out a ton. And then I just kind of let it go. And I let mine just kind of be pretty curly-Q. And then, like I said, I will like brush my fingers through it so that they're not too curly-Q. Does that make sense? So they don't stay that way, but then it helps the curl last. And I did put a heat protective on last time I curled my hair, which was a few days ago. So I didn't really put any on now. I probably should have. I don't know how long that stuff like lasts, but oh well. And I think it is essential to curl your hair the way I'm doing it if you want the curls to last longer, which is start at the top of your hair and twist versus like going down to the middle or going down to the end and then curling it up. Does that make sense? So once you get the hang of it, it's really honestly easy. You just clamp in the middle, twist, and you kind of like push it very slightly while you twist it so that it obviously isn't clamping onto your hair and like breaking it off. All right, you guys, I am done doing all the curls. So this side is still a little bit warm, so I'm going to just run my fingers through this side just to kind of loosen up the curls a little bit. You could also flip your hair upside down, something like that, just to get them separated a little bit. You could now's the time you could put in any hairspray, texturizing spray, something like that. I don't like to do that that much unless I really need it to hold because I don't like the feeling, honestly. I don't like the fact that I can't do much with my hair the next day either because it's like all bogged down with product. So I'm going to take one of these scars. I got these on Amazon and just put this in my hair. This would also be great if you do have dirty hair just to like go as a headband. I think what I'm going to do though is put it, like tie it up maybe. So I'm going to go behind my head like this, take it up. I'm going to take it like kind of to the side Should I do a bow or should I do a knot? Maybe I'll do a knot. Nice and tight. And then now is the time where I will like put it behind my ears. And then here's when you can take the piece and then go underneath the headband here. So I just like tuck it underneath to keep it in. You could also put bobby pins in, something like that. I'm gonna just take a couple pieces like this out. You could also like leave a couple of those front curls out if you want. But then you just have a cute little headband. And I also love doing this when my hair is up too. I think it looks really cute, but I haven't worn one of these since like last spring and summer maybe. So anyway, that is it for my get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit of a distraction for you guys and you followed along or did your makeup with me or something like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every single week on beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. And I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye, guys.